as Miriam said, oops, I did it again. So I started putting up my sheet metal on the woodshed. Hello everyone. A little chilly out today. I think we're only sitting around -1 or 2 Celsius, that is, if that matters. So I built this wood shed, I don't know, a couple months back. Had it filled up. I got about 3 full cords of wood in there, and I finally got the last bits of sheet metal on top of her. I put 2 full sheets here. I had a couple of offcuts and little bits, and they were a little short. So Miriam wanted the front all squared off. So the back is a little bit jagged, as you can see. Not too bad. But anyways, it's all finished now. Got it all tacked in. That unit is completely finished. I will be building another one over in the corner of the lot over here on the other side of the trailer, and the storage shed for the lawnmower and garden tools and that. So I just have to pull a dead stump out of the area. It's already out of the ground, it's just there, and I have to move it because I want to move the wood shed as far back as possible. Every 2 or 3 feet would count in this category. So this guy's all finished. This outside edge here, as you can see, it overhangs about 6 inches. I'm going to be bending that down, and right now it's good for runoff. So we've got a couple of dry days. That's why I got up there, and I was able to walk up there fairly easily with my shoes. It had a fairly good grip, and yeah, everything's going good. So that's all complete. And over here, just to the right of this pile here, and basically where that stump is, this is where my second woodshed is going to be going. I'm going to make it a little bit deeper than the other one, roughly the same width, 10-12 feet wide, and I'm probably going to go about 10 feet deep as well. So I should be able to get 3.5 or 4 cords of wood in there. And then once that's done, well, there's a tree back there that fell, so we're going to be taking care of that too. Wood's everywhere, and deadfall is the best to do, unless you're going to be able to age it a year or 2. So anyways, not too much else doing now. Just yard work is kind of hard to do right now because the ground is frozen solid. Can't even get a shovel into it. Even a pick into topsoil is ting.
Brent's been on a little bit of a wood hunt the last, well, he's always looking out for wood. So we had a big windstorm, and there was trees or logs that were cut down on the side of the road, and so he went and picked those up yesterday, and I think they're over here. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of them under there. Oh, so one of them's even got some green stuff attached. And now he's asking me if I want to move some cedar for him. We'll see what I can manage. My back's been very sore lately. Also, he picked up, ooh, that's close. He has all this wood that he's gathered. Some of this was from a tree that fell back in the back there. And there's another tree lying across the way, but he's going to do that with our neighbor, who is skilled in these things.
So I dragged a tree that fell down out of the bush. The top half I was able to just throw it over my shoulder in like 8-foot sections and drag it out. That wasn't a big deal. The rest of it was probably about 25 feet. About a 12, 14-inch diameter log. Wasn't too big, but I had to use the truck to just basically drag it from, I don't know, about 70 feet back that way, straight out. And then I bucked it up here. I took half, and then took a bunch over to my neighbor, because yeah, we've been talking about taking that down for quite a while. The tree fell, and well, somebody had to take it out, and we did. So, but aside from that, not too much else doing. Dogs are enjoying the sunshine. It was supposed to rain about 3-4 hours ago, but it hasn't. Had a couple of drops this morning, and that was it. And it's very overcast, but very sunny. Go figure. So yeah, I almost forgot, this is the start of another project. And so we've got the garden gonna sit here. It's gonna be roughly 8 foot by 10 foot. And then over here, be 12 feet wide by 10 feet deep. This will be my second wood shed, and this will be the main wood shed in time. So Richard is moving his trailer or his tractor back over to his spot. He lives next door here, and he's tilled this whole area for the 3rd time. We've done it once a week for the last 3 weeks, and now I can start putting these blocks in. And then I've got a stack of some solid skids, which will keep all the wood off of the ground. It's going to be 12 foot by 10 foot. It's going to be nice and flat. I'll lay down the skids, get it all squared away, put down the corner blocks, and start measuring up. And I've got 2 days off after this, so I should be able to have it built in a couple days. I should have it be built by tomorrow afternoon sometime. And things are coming together. Lots of wood to put in it, so I better get working on that, and then I can split some wood up. It's mostly in rounds still.
Oops, he did it again. Brent's working away out here, and he's not sharing with us, and now it's pouring rain. So,
well, I did start recording a little bit of the bass yesterday.
yeah.
And then, well, today I just got busy, and it happened.
Yeah, there's this thing called time lapse, and you need to remember. Anyways, can you go turn the radio off?
Sure.
All right, we have a, looks like a structure.
Yeah. it's nice and solid anyways.
Yeah?
Yesterday I did the back section, although I put the cross members in today. I just basically did the frame of it and put all the blocks in place, got everything squared up. And then today I did the front and the start of the roof, all of the rafters. And then I've got 1 sheet of plywood here. I'm gonna have to put 4 sheets of plywood in total. So I'm gonna put 3. That'll cover the whole front. It's 12 feet wide. That'll take me 8 feet deep. And then I'll rip one down the middle and finish off the back end. So, and then I've got some lumber wrap. I'll put that over top of that. And some sheet metal.
Cool.
It'll look good.
Do we have some sheet metal already?
I have 1 piece.
Okay.
I need probably at least 3 more.
All right.
Maybe 4.
Okay.
So, anyway, it's going to be good.
Brent has also, yeah, it's raining. Just when I get home and need to take the dogs for a walk. Brent has also, we saw that it was tilled again, the soil, and he's made a box to go around it.
And this weather is just moving on in.
Yep, and I gotta go get changed so I can walk the dogs. Are you looking for cover, Wrigley? Yeah, Mom, I don't like the rain.
What cover we got?
All right.
So I've got the other 3 sheets of plywood that I have to move up tomorrow. I
Okay.
can probably do it all by myself. It's just not a big deal.
All right.
Well, waiting for the inspector. So I missed my golf tee time on a gorgeous day. It's supposed to hit 15 degrees and we're probably sitting about 18 already. So it was just getting some siding done, finishing the trim on the back windows, resealing a couple of holes in the poly in the crawl space for the radon mitigation system. And there was one more thing I had to put on the outside spigot. Can't remember what it was called, but it's a something to prevent backflow. Maybe I'll put that down in the description or at the bottom of the screen there once I get this to Miriam. But what I've been doing while I was waiting for the inspector is this. I put up the back wall the other day, put up the front posts and all of the cross beams and rafters today, and I've got the lumber wrap on the top. It's just a water seal, I guess you could call it, and I will be putting metal flashing or metal roof on top of that, much the same as that log shed there. And then once that is all done, I can fill her up with wood. This one is about 30% higher or bigger than the last one. Last one holds about 3 1/4 cord of wood. So this one should hold roughly 4 1/2 cords of wood. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then once I get that done, move on to the garden, which it's not a big job. Wait till Miriam gets off work today and we can finish that off, no problem. She works until 2 o'clock at the golf course. I was going to go see her. Well, I will go see her, but I'm just going to miss my tea time. Frustrating. The inspectors don't tell you when they're coming, and they expect you to be here waiting on them.
Oops, you did it again.
What's that?
I said, oops, you did it again. You don't want to share.
Well, as Miriam said, oops, I did it again. So I started putting up my sheet metal on the woodshed. So I've got it all pretty much mounted. And I have one more piece to put here, which I have a 10-foot section left over from that woodshed that I'll be putting over here, which will bring me up roughly a foot short on this side. So it'll be about like 7 inches short of the edge there. And I've got a couple of single wide pieces, so I can cut that down and just stick that in there, put that in there, no problem. But the rest of it, I just gotta tack it all down, one on each side of the ridges, just a couple down the sides. And I haven't done anything across the back yet, but that's not important because I can reach that from the ground because it's only 6 feet off the ground. I can do that from the ladder, just on the bottom rung. So I just have to put one more piece up here and the woodshed will be done. I just have to fill it now. I've only got about cord in there right now, and that's the way it is. I don't mind. And the garden's coming up a little bit. Got some strawberries there from last year. They're coming up nicely. A few carrots and beets. That's about the only thing showing so far. But yeah, it's a nice morning to work. We're supposed to get, I think, about 19 degrees today, so get it done in the morning. And I don't know, just do a little weed eating and wood splitting and stacking. It's my day off, of course. So yeah, I think it's all good. So like I said, I'm at the back of the shed right now. I've got my 3 full-size sheets in. These are all 11 foot long. The roofing that I've got underneath it, plywood, is 1 full sheet with a 2-foot strip, so it's 10 feet. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting a couple of offcut pieces down here just to fill in the last 1.5 feet or so. and then it will overlap with the 10-foot piece that I've got coming down from the top. So roughly in the last foot or so of the bottom of this thing, it'll overlap, and then should look okay. I think I've got one piece that's just a hair darker. I think it's a tile red compared to a dark red, so not a big deal. Just go around here and I'll show you what I'm going to be cutting. Got the grinder out, got the angle grinder out, and these are my offcut pieces here. This one's left over from the shed, so is that one. I'm going to cut 2 small sections of this, and that'll cover up a 9-inch section up top. And then this one here is actually 9 inches narrower than these full-size sheets. So I'm just going to cut that in half, and that'll be the bottom of the roof on the back corner there, as I showed you a second ago. So it'll be 3 makeshift pieces. Tack it all together. It's not a big deal. It's left over, so it works out perfect. And then over here I've got the one full-size 10-foot sheet that is left over from this shed. So that'll do. And then once I'm done that, the shed's all complete, and then I just have to fill it up with, I've got a pile of wood under that tarp, got some wood under that tarp, got some wood under that tarp, and then some actually stashed down the side of Blondie over there. So I've probably got I'd say another 2 cords to split and put away, and then I'll almost have it full. And actually just the other side of the pickup truck, I've got some slab bundle that I bought. I think it was 50 bucks for a whole slab. Filled up the back of the truck, so pieces that are this thick to this thick and anywhere in between, it's all just offcuts from a mill. So most of it's cedar, which is good because I can use that for kindling once it's all dried up. And probably be another year before I can use that, or at least maybe next winter, because it's fairly thin, so it should dry out quicker. And yeah, nice overcast day, good day to work. I dubbed this complete. So got the last piece in, and I had those few offcuts. Got a single there and a single there, and then a triple piece, and I've got them all underneath the upper slats, so they're all tacked off nice and tight, all around the edges nice and tight, one on each side of the ridge, all the way across the front, lots down the side. At the bottom I didn't need to double up too much, except for every seam I doubled up, so it's not a big deal there. This is complete now, and now I actually have to get to work and fill it up. Back at the woodshed again. So as you can see, well, the sun is directly over you, so I'll try and cover it up a little bit from the sun. So we've got a 6-inch overhang all the way across the front here. Woodshed done.